What's up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to Rants with Ray. My name is Rainice Mitchell, and I got a message for you all today. As you can tell, I ain't just get up, but I'm just now kind of like talking out loud. So my voice sounds real like Rainice is sounding like Raymond. But what I was gonna say, I hope everyone is enjoying themselves on today. Today is Wednesday, November 5th. And, if you woke up this morning, no matter what's going on, if you woke up this morning, there is your chance, another chance at life again. Okay? So, even if, life may not be going your way, you got different things that's coming up, you know, you got an eviction, health scare, or just money, or your car got repo, whatever is going on, right? Know that if you woke up this morning, God got a plan. Okay? Okay. And I ain't just saying this to be cliche, because honestly, with everything I got going on, I need to hear this too. So this is God speaking not just to y'all, but to me as well. Um, Okay, so y'all see by the title, we finna get straight into it. All right. Stop venting to people, y'all. Like, stop venting to people and start venting to God. Like, and I think this is a cliche statement as well, because it is also easier said than done if you have not went through that season or process of isolation that God, I feel like, takes each individual through when he is working on them or they're in a season of a wilderness. And if you haven't went through that season of isolation to, really become grounded in God. And even when you go through those moments, you still gonna have moments where you're gonna wanna invite people in. But I do feel like after you go through that point of being in a wilderness or a season of isolation, you're way, way more cautious about opening your mouth too soon or telling people certain things before it's time, because that can lead to premature death to some of your goals, dreams, blessings, desires when you go and start sharing and talking about things with people that you weren't supposed to, right? So, okay, boom. I'm gonna give y'all a situation. So this person, and I got multiple situations like this, y'all, multiple, but I don't know why it hit like a light bulb with this individual. Like, it was like when this situation happened, it reminded me of all the other situations, and I'm like, bruh, people are like, I'm trying to find the best way to say this. Uh, People are full of shit. People are full of BS. Okay, and that's why it's so important to really just allow God to lead you on who to get wise counsel from, who to vent to. Because if you vent to the wrong person, you could literally be sharing your vulnerabilities with the enemy. You get what I'm saying? Or your weaknesses with the enemy. But anyway, because the enemy is not omnipresent. That is the enemy wants to be like God. He wants to be omnipresent, but he cannot. He does not know all your thoughts, which is why they created the internet, AI, so he could try to be everywhere at once. He don't know your thoughts, but if you put all of your thoughts on a platform or a program and you're telling everybody what you think all the time, he ain't got to, you telling everybody your thoughts. You get what I'm saying? So okay, boom. Um, Fast forward to the point that I'm trying to make. So this person, they kept like this. I didn't tell them anything I had going on, and we just having normal conversations, but they would always say, like before we would go our separate ways, the person would always say, if you ever need anything, just let me know. If you ever need any help, I got you. You know, if you ever need anything, just let me know. Right? Always say that every time, do a little long speech. Look, I'm like, no, everything is good. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. And y'all, the one time, the one time I asked for the help, right? The helping hand that they kept lending out. One time I asked, I was like, if you can't do this, can we do this? If you can't, and if you can't do that, can we do this? And if you can't do that, let's do this. So how can I? Okay. So when I spoke with the person, I didn't even speak with them. I had sent them a text or whatever, and basically, basically they couldn't help with anything. They couldn't help with anything, right? Okay. Um, and they tried to act like they could, and then when but they never like responded back to me. So when I reached back out to them the following day, they was just like, yeah, okay, wait. I had asked them for the favor. They told me that they couldn't do it. And then, now originally, before I had asked them for the favor, this person had needed me. They were going to pay me to do something for them on, like maybe 3 days down the road, right? So after I asked them for the favor, they said that they couldn't do it. Cool. But then so God was like, look, pay attention to this. So in the midst of things going on, God will speak to you. God will speak to you. Because God was speaking to me and was like, this person could help you, but they're not going to help you. Like it was like he didn't, like God didn't say it like that. The way God put it in my spirit was like, this person can't help you, and they know they can't help you. They just want to be nosy and be in your business to see what you have going on, because they know that they cannot help you already, which is why they kept making it seem like they could when they knew that they couldn't, to get you to feel comfortable enough to open up, to feel safe enough to open up, knowing the whole time that they couldn't help you do a damn thing, to be quite frank. So that is what I felt in my spirit. And I was like, okay. Because sometimes I be like, God, I need double clarity to make sure I ain't tripping, because I know in my head sometimes I can get to thinking and let my mind run. So I was like, you know what, God, if this is true, if she really had no intentions of helping me for real and just was trying to be nosy, because I always be, that be the thing. It's like I always be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt after God done already told me and showed me this person is not who they say they are. And it's not to say the person is an evil person. It's just to say the person kept offering to help me when they never really had any true intentions of helping me, because they can't help me. And and it's crazy, because I literally was talking about I was talking about this topic in the video that I did yesterday, either yesterday or the day before yesterday, where I had another client. She would always offer to get me something out of the store so I could be able to take her somewhere for free, or give her ride for free, or something where she's getting something for free. It was like she was trying to be slick and transactional, but make it seem like she was doing me a favor so she could get something later on down the road. Um, when I just stopped dealing with that. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna move like that. If you're gonna be a blessing, be a blessing. Other than that, business is business, and that be the thing with people. Well, let me not even get caught in that. Anyway, fast forward, moving forward, what God was telling me was, it was the fact that she knew she couldn't help, and she was trying to be manipulative so she could be nosy, because she can't help me. Like, not in the way that she is. I'm not saying she can't help me at all, but she couldn't help me in the way that she was presenting herself that she could. It's like basically saying, if somebody say that they could loan you $5,000 and they're willing to sign their name on the paper for you, you get to the place, whole time they know that they not answering the day that it's time for y'all to go to the place, because they knew all along that they ain't had a $5,000. And they wasn't gonna give it to you, but they wait to the day of the like, you get what I'm saying? Why oversell yourself and underdeliver? You don't have to do that. And God was showing me she did that because she wanted to be nosy to see what I had going on. But anyway, because the enemy was operating through her as a monitoring spirit, you guys. So fast forward, I asked God, I said, okay, if we had already set in stone the appointment or whatever I was supposed to take her to or pick her up from on the specific day. Now, I had let her know, even if you can't do the favor, that's fine. I appreciate it. You don't owe me nothing. I just was reaching out to see, because you had made it seem, you had said just reach out to see if if you ever need anything, right? So I was like, we still good for the for our ride or appointment or whatever on the specific day. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, God, if no, I didn't say anything. God was like, if she does not reach out to still go to the appointment, or for you to take her to the appointment, she's a monitoring spirit. She don't want to be around you, because she found out what she needed to find out already. And not even just that, it was like she was fishing to see what I had going on, or what, just to, sometimes people want to know things because they're a monitoring spirit. They don't even know why they want to know. They just want to know. So, good enough. On that day, let's just say Sunday, we were supposed to meet up and we didn't meet up. She never hit me up, and God told me, do not reach out to her. If she wants to reach out to you, if she's going to still go through with everything, she'll reach out to you if she still needs the ride. She never reached out. And God was like, that's confirmation. That's confirmation, because if she really cared, or if she really was concerned or wanted to be of assistance to you, she would at least reach out to see, if you figured out the situation, or just to let you know, hey, she didn't need the ride anymore. Things got a little, she ended up not needing the ride. Whatever, cool. She did not hit me up at all. She didn't say anything at all about not showing up on Sunday, but she reached out to me today. Hey, how you doing? I hope all is well. I was reaching out to see if everything worked out for you. And also, I was calling because I know someone that may need you later this week. And God, I literally, well, before God even said anything, I felt so strongly in my spirit, she's lying. She's a monitoring spirit trying to see. She's trying to temperature check. She's temperature checking. And people will do that, right? And spirits will operate through these people to figure out what you got going on, to try to ruin your plans, y'all. just straight up try to ruin your plans, period. And I'm here to tell you, do not fall for it. Vent to God, not people. Vent to God, not people, because most times, if it's not wise counsel, if them people not delivered, if them people ain't got their life together, and when I say life together, I don't mean your life being perfect and having all the money in the world. No, when I say life together, I mean you have a grounded, firm, solid, consistent relationship with God, and that person can give you wise counsel from the Holy Spirit, you know? So, anyway, outside of being God led to vent, man, get a journal. Start a YouTube page where you can talk to people, and you know, even with that, because you still gotta be, you can't just be venting and putting everything out there. Get a journal, pray, worship, write poems, write some, whatever you gotta do, exercise to get that out, get that energy out of you, so you're not feeling the need to uh you're not feeling the need to overcompensate by oversharing with people who don't care and really plan on ruining your plans anyway, or trying to ruin your plans. And y'all, it's 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 crazy. It is so interesting how people will I just honestly was, I guess, well, it's not even people, because I keep saying people and God keeps saying in my spirit, it's not people. It's spirits operating through these people. I don't know if y'all can hear that fire truck, but that's a confirmation. It's spirits operating through these people. So stop taking everything personal, for one. Stop taking it personal and just start being obedient to what I'm telling you. Because each time before I was about to tell this girl something, before I was about to do it, I kind of didn't I didn't feel right, but then again, I was kind of in a what's the word, a place, I was in a sense of urgency of a place of desperation, right? Because when you're in a place of desperation, you got the enemy speaking, then you got you speaking, the fearful part of you speaking, and then you got God. And I felt at that moment that God was leading me to ask this specific individual, right? But I was in such a desperate moment, I could have been misinterpreting what God was telling me, right? And that's why I always feel like, you guys, when you make decisions, don't do it when you're in desperation. If you can, try to wait as long as you can to before you do certain things or make certain moves, right? So you're not moving too fast and then regretting certain things later. And then the other part of me is kind of like, I feel like God allowed that to happen that way so I can see this person for who they are. And, you know, it's not about necessarily being mean or nasty to a person, but I have no desire to share anything personal with you outside of, you know, our business transaction. I don't really care to talk about my personal life, and you don't have to talk about yours. We can just keep it platonic. So, you know, just keeping those firm boundaries of not being so easily accessible, y'all. Not being so easily accessible, not oversharing, and really having firm boundaries when it comes to um, people getting close to you. And what I'm learning is you need to automatically off the bat think everybody lying. It sucks. It really, really sucks. But when I listen to a lot of smart people, or when I listen to successful people, or the psychology of certain people, it's best to already put in your mind that you can't believe a word that these people are saying. It is a possibility that these people are lying, and every word that's coming out of their mouth is a lie, right? And you do that to really protect yourself. And it's not even necessarily a trauma response, but a self preservation response. Like, I think in the black community, especially for black women, but women in general, I feel like there is a lack of self preservation. And we have to start really practicing self-preservation. And I'm not saying going around being selfish, but I do think women, because we are taught to be selfless all the time, there is no balance, okay? And it's important to have a balance so you know when to give and when to hold and stand firm. But stop venting to people, man, because people can't help you. God will. God will. And if you do decide to vent to someone, make sure you're being Holy Spirit led on who you're venting to. Otherwise, you could be venting to the enemy. So, and God will provide you with wise counsel. God will provide you with, people around you that can be able to help you navigate what you're going through. And if He won't send you anybody in the physical, He'll send a video. He'll put something out there to come across your path to help uplift you, you guys. God is omnipresent and everywhere at all times. He can move it through anyone and use anything. So don't limit him, okay? And learn self preservation. Learn that you should not be easily accessible. Jesus wasn't necessarily easily acceptable. Accessible. Like, okay, Jesus loved everybody. You get what I'm saying? But He ain't necessarily trust everybody. Jesus wanted to save everybody, but everybody couldn't dwell in the like physical presence of Jesus and be around Him as much as the disciples. So it's kind of like you have to operate the same way. You can't be just sharing information with a king. Be sharing or oversharing information about his kingdom with just a random person because they cool. No. Or because they keep saying that they can help all the time. No. A lot of what I've realized too with growing wiser, a lot of people will sell you, for a lack of better words, they will sell you BS. They will sell you bullshit. BS. God forgive me because I really ain't mean to cuss. But y'all, because wait, I just want to make sure I'm clear. God is working on me with my language because He know I'm a cussing sailor. But I'm getting it together. He don't be wanting me to cuss when I'm doing these videos for Him. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. But anyway, um, y'all, I forgot what I was about to say. I don't forgot what I was about to say. Who remember? Dang. That's what I. Oh, no, no, no. People be full of BS, y'all. People be talking. They don't be having no real intentions of helping you get nowhere. Like, well, yeah, that be their intentions. They be wanting to help you get to nowhere. They don't want to see you progress for real. And I'm not. And most people, especially if they ain't got their life surrendered to Christ, Jesus Christ, God, at any moment, because they are not under the authority of Jesus Christ, these people can be used as a spirit can operate through them, right? And you're putting yourself at risk. So it is best to just vent to God and let God lead you on when to share certain things with other people, because most people, a lot of people, will sell you lies and hope that you believe them so they can get whatever they're trying to get up out of you. Okay? Okay. So I love y'all. God loves you so much more. I had to get that out and put that on here because I really, God was just putting it so heavy in my spirit that the girl just wanted to be nosy. The girl just wanted to be nosy. And in my video yesterday when I was talking about another client, how this person would always try to offer me something, to get me something or to do something for me so they could ask me for something for free later on down the line. And it was like this whole mindset of people trying to be slick and get over when they feel like you're naive. And it brings me back to this video I was watching where I think it was called The Exoticals or something like that, where she was saying how when you first meet people or when you're first getting to know someone, it is best and important not to be too animated, not to be too enthused, and not to talk too much. To let these people talk themselves. Let them people talk so much that they tell on themselves, because you'll notice people who are liars, scammers, or manipulators, they talk a lot. They don't want you to have a second to think about anything that was said. They don't want you to have a second to process what is really going on so you don't receive revelation. So when you're dealing with people, like, because I see it. I'm naturally funny and a bright light and like to be around people. But I've noticed when I don't show that side of myself and I gatekeep that side of myself and I don't show that part first and I'm just like normal. Because when I'm not like that, when I'm not like animated, I can look very mean. My whole posture, demeanor, and face can look very militant, mean, and what is the word? It just looked like, yeah, she don't really want to be bothered. That's what I look like. So when I'm like that, it 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 throws off the people with bad intentions, because the people with bad intentions, they're not even going to feel comfortable enough in my presence because I'm already giving off the vibe like I'm not in the mood to play and I can see right through you. Leave me alone. That's the vibe it gives. When you're happy, so jolly, and full of light, and you're showing that, it can make you come off as if you're naive or gullible. And it will make people want to, depending on the environment that you're in, it can make certain individuals want to take advantage of you. So I'm just learning from watching different videos like Level Up Guru on YouTube, how she would talk about gatekeeping certain parts of yourself and your personality for the people that actually deserve it. And it's so true, you guys. It is so true. And if that's something you struggle with, y'all definitely go follow her page, Your Level Up Guru on YouTube. She is really good with that. And then the Ruby Mindset, she is really, really good as well. They are both Christian women, and like a lot of their principles are based off of biblical principles. I won't say they're like preachers or anything necessarily, like the videos aren't like in a preaching aspect, but more in a informational aspect. And you get the feminine aspect to it as well. And I think that if that is something you struggle with, those two pages will be really, really good for you guys to look into and to just gain knowledge on how to self-preserve. Okay, because self-preservation is going to be really, really, really important for this season of believers, because we're about to get ready to go far, and it's important for you to have boundaries and know how to enforce those boundaries. But okay, y'all, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Boy. And I think I'm about to get back on here because I did have another message. If I can remember it, I'm gonna get on here real quick and get it out. But I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace.